going on. So I'm going to my first creator conference today. I wrote in my main affirmations or intentions that I wanted to go to a conference, and somehow I randomly got connected to this conference. I wasn't even looking for it. I didn't even search for it, but one of my creator friends sent it to me, and I thought it was a great sign that I had to go. So I'm on my way. I'm very excited. I'm excited to meet other creators because I forget sometimes that certain things I talk about my friends who aren't creators don't understand. When I meet other creators, it's so simple because you just talk about the things that we go through, having to deal with hate comments and things like that other people don't quite understand. So I'm excited to meet some creators, and I just had a look at the schedule, and it turns out one of them is actually about mental health, which is also really cool. Talk about alignment, but I'm excited. I'm running really late, but I grabbed a little matcha right before I'm going, and I'm going to meet my friend Erica there, taking the train over. I'll show you guys around in a bit. Yay! Erica again. We love free stuff. This is so exciting. Yay, stickers. I love this. Oh my god! Okay, Eric and I just split up because we were trying to meet people, and then I don't think we were doing it. So my goal today is to meet 5 people. Meet 5 people and chat with them and just talk about, I don't know, creator stuff, I guess. The things that we've been learning have already been so interesting, and it seems like everyone here is so passionate about content creation, and I am nervous. I'm very nervous. I want to talk to more people, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking to just go up to random people and just say like, hi, I'm here. But I can't be afraid to take up space. So this is where we're starting. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, it has been a couple days since the conference, and I had a really good time. It was one of those things where I just needed to experience, and I know I will get better at them as I attend more of them. There was a moment when Eric and I were just standing there, kind of looking around awkwardly, trying to figure out who to talk to, because it's so scary to go into a room like that, and everyone's mingling and talking to each other, and you just need to be able to swoop into a conversation casually, and there's no easy way to do it. I know everybody gets nervous about it. I must not be the only one, but the little introvert heart in me was so nervous. enjoyed myself. I learned a lot. And I think just being in a room like that kind of solidified the fact that I want to do this and I want to be more intentional and be full force into content creation. It's just that there are so many other factors that come into play, right? Whether or not the content I make is actually good enough. And I do think that will take time and that will continue to grow over time. But it's also, what am I offering? What would I even sell if I were to sell a digital product? If I were to make a course, what kind of course would I make? There's so many questions that come up that I'm still unsure of, because I think I started content creation not necessarily thinking about that kind of strategy. I just went in here wanting to connect with people and share a part of my story and hope that some of it resonates with people. It is just one of those things where it will always be a learning process, and I won't really get to a point where it just feels like I've made it in some way. But I am really proud of myself for showing up. And even after listening to all those talks that day, I was so tired. I still was able to make a couple connections, and learning from people who have been doing this for a long time is very inspiring. I didn't know a lot of the creators before I went. I just kind of hopped right in and just went into it. I actually didn't even know that this was a teachable conference. It was a conference that was for creators who have been using the Teachable platform at first, I think, and then they opened it up to public. But learning about Teachable was also really great. I think being able to see that there is a platform out there that supports creators in creating a digital product and creating these courses, and be able to see how many different types of creators that were there who were using that platform also helped me become more inspired to think, okay, there has to be something that I can create that other people want to learn from, or that there are things that are valuable in what I'm offering, and I just haven't put them all together in a nice package yet, I think. So I will keep working on that, and I will keep updating you guys. And I hope that some of you guys will give me any suggestions if you have any too. I've enjoyed connecting with a lot of you, but sometimes I wonder why. Sometimes I don't really know why some people follow me. Also, that noise is really loud, and I hope it's not distracting, but I don't have any other time to be recording this because my family's here and this is the only moment I get. But if anybody has any suggestions, or let me know what you would like to hear from me or what you would like to learn from me. There's a lot of stuff I was thinking about, journaling or art or the process of starting a business online, because I'm about to start my business online. Or I don't necessarily think I would make a course about how to become a content creator, because I'm still learning it, and I think there's plenty of those videos out there already. But if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments, and I hopefully will be able to create something for you guys very soon. Also, it was one of those days where I just felt so productive and accomplished, and it was so balanced. I had the whole day at the conference. I put myself out there. I did something out of my comfort zone, and then right after that, I went to go hang out with my family and see my niece perform in her dance recital, and that was all really exciting. So I think being able to live a life that feels very balanced like that is what I'm hoping for the rest of my life. It was just like a nice glimpse of being able to see what life could look like if I were able to make content creation and having a very flexible schedule work with having an equally balanced family life. So I don't know. I hope this all works out and that I'm manifesting this to become my reality in the future. think, like a lot of people, I've always struggled with trying to figure out how to balance everything. I think in today's society, we're so inundated with information all the time about how to optimize your schedule, how to optimize all these things, and do the best you can absolutely do for all these different aspects of your life. And while I think that has helped me a lot in productivity and getting the things that I want done and chasing after the dreams that I want to have, is really hard to balance that with also recognizing that there is a slowness to life that we also have to appreciate. There are things that make me who I am, like when I go run and hug a tree, when I just really walk around and smell the flowers. I am a very romantic soul and I like appreciating the beauty of life, but sometimes in society it feels like we're always going against that, and I have to almost put on a work face, and then the part of me that wants to just sit back and appreciate life has to be pushed aside because it comes in direct conflict with productivity. But I think this weekend reminded me that yes, I can absolutely be passionate and push myself and learn all these things that I never thought I would ever learn, and meet these people that I never thought I would be a part of, and at the same time be intentional about setting time to be with my family and be present with them, and being able to see my niece and nephew grow up. I really was nervous going into the creator conference because this is me opening up a chapter of my life where I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea if this is going to work out. And sometimes when you walk into the rooms like that, you don't necessarily feel like you belong yet, because I'm still in the beginning of it. And some people have been doing this for years and years and years. I think what I'm learning is just allowing myself to be in that room is me telling myself that I can do this. I can be in that room, and I absolutely am allowed to be. Just because sometimes you don't feel qualified to do certain things doesn't mean that you actually aren't, because most of the time you can learn all the things you need to learn. So knowing that most of the time I'm the only one holding myself back is always the lesson that I'm trying to learn, and reminding myself that all those people that I was seeing on the stage talking at the conference did start out exactly like me at some point. I think my goal in life now is just to be able to curate a life that looks like that weekend that I had. One that is very full of family time and very full of creative passions that really kind of lead nowhere. Doing that glass blowing class, am I going to be a glass blower? No. But it actually sparked something in me that made me think I can absolutely just be a beginner at something and just appreciate the fact that I am a beginner at something, and it doesn't have to lead to anything. And also knowing that stepping into something scary is scary. That's why it's scary, and that's why not a lot of people do it. But going into a path that's unknown works for me. And despite me often complaining about it and wanting to just climb a corporate ladder like everyone else, trying to work with what I have and not going against who I am just to live in this society is going to be what makes me successful. And I know that. So it has been a very great weekend of learnings and spending time with my family. And I hope this brings you any sort of inspiration and reflection to know that everyone is a beginner at something. And oftentimes the cringe is exactly where you need to be. Because at some point, there's a reason why you want to do something. And if you just want to do it, even if it feels cringy, you just do it anyway. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed spending that weekend with me, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.